It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got the latest chapter of a historic rivalry. It's the Cleveland Browns and the Pittsburgh Steelers, and it comes your way next.
Well, to the locals, it's still and will always be Heinz Field. But for the rest of us, we're along the North Shore, the Allegheny and Ohio Rivers at Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Alongside Brock Heward in the booth, I'm Kate Scott. And Brock, we usually at this point talk about a quarterback, talk about a game-breaking running back, a home run hitter when it comes to wideouts. Oh, no. Today, before this one, we're talking about a couple of tight ends.
And what a great game it is, Kate, to spotlight that position because we have two of the league's best. And when you go back and you watch the tape after the fact, when the ground game's running wild, it's usually these tight ends making blocks. When the passing game is getting it done, well, they play a role in the air as well. They don't get the headlines like you talked about. But these guys, man, they are cornerstones of their offense.
Justin Hopkins out, ready to send this away. And we're underway from Pittsburgh. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. So the Steeler offense getting out there for its opening drive of the game. They're led out by one of the game's most tenured veterans and most decorated quarterbacks of all time, Aaron Rodgers.
I think it's safe to say, Kate, Aaron Rodgers may be one of the most polarizing figures in the NFL, but there is nobody that will question his ability to spin a football different than everybody else. Just ask his receivers, tight ends, running backs, anybody that's ever played with him. He elevates their game, and he often elevates his own game to an MVP kind of level.
Metcalf's got it, complete. And he's able to get this down to the 36. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And that's a Steelers first down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play. First carry for the versatile vet, Cordero Patterson. And he runs this one down across the 35 and inside the 30. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Now running for the first time with Jalen Warren. He loses the football. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play. Well, that right there is exactly how you kill some momentum. An early setback, no doubt, but your first time out fumbling it away in enemy territory, that's tough.
And such a bummer, right? Because the journey was going well. You script for success, you get that ball moving, and then you're right, you just lose all sorts of momentum. Got to recapture it the next time out.
So here are the Browns now, headed out for their first drive. And they'll be led out by this promising young signal caller out of the University of Colorado.
It's always fun, puts a smile on my face when I see a rookie leading an offense out. A lot of them look like 10-year vets with confidence and poise in the middle of that huddle, in the middle of their teammates. Well, let's watch his first couple throws. That's where sometimes you can see some of those nerves slipping through.
While a new offense preps to head out, we've got a stoppage. They want to make sure this is a turnover. All right, so we all know what we're looking for here, Brock. Where did an elbow, maybe a knee, something touch down? And as it does, is the ball loose at that point?
Yeah, throw in forearm, wrist, shin. There's no question the offensive guy's screaming something hit the ground while the defense is hoping it didn't.
So the nice defensive play, all for naught. He was down first, no fumble. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. This is Warren, headed right. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
On second down, Warren. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up fourth down.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now, well, now we let the chess match begin, the adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Facing fourth down, the Steelers opting for the field goal. Chris Boswell out to do the honors. This from 40 on the right hash. Dicker connects there. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Now Boswell on to send this away. To return, Jerome Ford. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. They've got first down from the 31. Here's Jerome Ford for the first time this game. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. That's complete, David Njoku. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Here's a throw. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
From the gun, it's Ford. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Patrick Queen arranging in for the tackle. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
From the 40 on 2nd down. Catch made by Carter. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Patrick Queen arranging in for the tackle. That'll be the end of one in this AFC North battle. Just 3-0 is our score. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. We're ready now for the second quarter. Browns in control of it. They're moving it well, but now face a 3rd and short. Hauled in by Njoku, left side. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
The Browns looking to punt on 4th down, so on comes their southpaw, Corey Bojorquez, to handle it. Now this is out of bounds, and what a beauty. He coffin cornered it well. They're going to mark it at the 2-yard line. The Steelers and Jaylen Warren headed back out there offensively. And they'll have to go just about every bit of 100 yards to reach the end zone. That punt sets them up at their own 2. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here with Warren. And this one doesn't go far. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
This close to your own goal line, they really don't want to risk a sack. That means, well, one option, run it and buy whatever breathing room you can.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Warren once more. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, they eschewed the pass to try and bring up 3rd and short via a little more conservative ground call, but it backfired. You know, the defense, they'll look for keys up front, and they fired off the line knowing the run was coming, and boy, they busted it before it could get back to the line.
It's Warren on 3rd down, and he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, it was bad enough that the previous run went backwards. You've got to have balance in this league. I mean, you really do. There's no chance offensively to find sustained success unless you present run and pass to a defense. And right now, this defense is owning your run game.
On 4th down, the Steelers are going to turn to Cameron Johnston to punt this away. And his first effort, a tough one. It's going to come from the back of his own end zone. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. It's a 61-yard punt that time. And it'll be good field position for them as they take over right at midfield. The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Give up the middle to Ford. Oh, what a stiff arm. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
I love these inside runs. Don't get away from them. You never know. You think it's going to be a short little gain, and then boom, you get the right blocking, a possessed running back, and you get some serious yards on the table.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he'll get this down to the 23-yard line before they stop him. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
2nd and 3 now. From the 23. Makes the connection. Here's Jerome Ford. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. A 70-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Ford straight ahead. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up. It's the 2-minute warning now from Acrisure. The Browns trailing in the early going. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Pass play now. The throw is caught. And he drives this forward to the 6.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
One yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Looking for a throw here. He couldn't hang on, Brock. It looked like a touchdown, but it slips right through his hands, and now it's 4th down.
Oh, that is such a bummer. A dropped touchdown right in the end zone. We're going to see how quickly he can flush this one. He better, because they got to make it impact later.
On the carry, it's Ford. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Come on now. Was there any doubt who they were going to go to right there? That was always going to be a run play. No problem converting on 4th.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. The flag comes out. This is going to back them up to the edge of the end zone. One of the most common penalties in the sport. And the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. Well, the jumpiness cost him 5. 1st and goal, a little bit tougher here. Goal to go. It's a pass play. He's got it. Touchdown, Cleveland. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
On comes Dustin Hopkins to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Browns take a 4-point lead. Hopkins has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. This taken from the 12. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Steelers getting to take the field one more time here in the half. Not a whole lot of time left for him to put something together here before the break. A little less than 30 seconds to go as they begin this drive. First down, Rodgers. Finds his back, Jalen Warren. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. So that's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. First down throw by Rodgers. Throwing the out route complete. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. That was Martin Emerson with a stop that time. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Play action with Rodgers. Gets everything he has under this throw. Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
A gain of 27 yards there. And they'll bring up a Pittsburgh 1st down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Dicker connects there. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on 1st down. He takes a knee, and that's going to run out the final couple seconds of half number 1. So that's halftime here in this one. The Browns on the road, but currently in front. Now it's down to Florida, where Jonathan Coachman is standing by in Orlando for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. And with that, we welcome you all into our EA Sports studios. This is the Halftime Report. This one's been all you could hope for as an NFL fan. Just a one-point game here at halftime. This has been as much fun as you could hope for with both these teams in it to win it.
All right, thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the second half. Now Boswell on to send this away. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The Browns have the football first to start the 3rd, and here comes their offense. And it has been all about these defenses so far, Brock. Even into the second half, we're still waiting for one of these offenses to take charge.
Yeah, what you're feeling, these defenses are making every yard tough, every 1st down tough, every series tough. And offensively, yeah, it's time to toughen up and maybe more importantly, sharpen up.
It's an option right that begins this drive. And defenders are there to get him at the line. Deshaun Elliott with that tackle. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Nice little welcoming party waiting for him at the line of scrimmage. No surprises that time. This defense was ready.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. They'll try and throw it here. That's going to be caught by Carter. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that gives the Browns a 1st.
As a quarterback, when you throw that curl route, you know it's a tight window, Kate. But the minute that DB turns and can't react to the throw, you put it right on your receiver's numbers. He comes back and gets it and moves the sticks.
Hits him on the out route. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Cleveland 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Shotgun snap, a give to Ford. Open space inside the 40. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. New set of downs for him at the 38. First down, and they go right back to him. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Patrick Queen ranging in for the tackle. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. Looking to the air here. Jerry Jeudy with the grab. And he gets him around 6 there. Patrick Queen ranging in for the tackle. Third and just 2 to go. This is Ford on the handoff. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
Throwing now on first down. Throw reeled in by Njoku. He's got a gain of 6 there. Deshaun Elliott with that tackle.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Ford running to the right. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. They get 6 and a first down as well.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
All set up now for 1st and 10. Another one for Ford. And he drives this forward to the 6.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. Staying on the ground with Ford. And he falls through the defense for a touchdown. The Browns grow the lead coming out of halftime. He would not be denied that close to the end zone, Brock. I think it might have taken 5 or 6 guys tackling him to keep him from diving across the line for 6.
Certainly a second effort touchdown, no question. The backs who become fan favorites, we've seen it through the generations, and they set the curve for their peers, are the ones who just fight through that stop. It will not be denied of a touchdown.
On is Hopkins for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Browns grow their lead to 8. Hopkins has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. Patterson now to return it. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Pittsburgh getting its offense all set to go. And what's really been simply stunning, Brock, is how far we've made it into the game, and their passing game, it is still grounded.
Yeah, so as they're sitting here losing right now, what I hear you saying, Kate, is it's time for this offense to take flight?
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Rodgers here off the play action. That's going to be caught by Washington. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Shotgun handoff for Patterson. Has good room at the 35. And he's going to get this to the 39-yard line. 16 yards on the play. And that's a Steelers first down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
On first down, Warren. And without much room to work, he has a minimal gain on the final play of the third quarter. This is the end of the third quarter. It's Steelers football. A nice help for them as they trail entering the quarter. Second down now, 7 to go. From the 42. Metcalf there to bring it in. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Here we go, third and less than a yard. They'll run with Warren. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. They'll go again with Warren. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. It's caught Metcalf. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
Time and again, receivers will tell their quarterbacks, just give me a chance. Just give me a chance. Just throw it up and give me the opportunity. Well, in this case, with even 2 defenders trying to cover that wide receiver, couldn't get it done.
Now Rodgers on 3rd and short. That's caught for the first. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Ball at the 33 for first down. Rodgers here from the gun. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So 2nd down coming up.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. They'll throw again. Rodgers. Throwing quickly, but it's incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Back to throw it. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So here's Chris Boswell in a high-pressure spot. This is a 50-yard look from the right hash. Got all of it, and this is good! And that brings things a little closer here late.
Such a perfect example of a kicker just doing his job. And now, well, now it's incumbent upon that defense to give him and their offense another shot.
So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. Here's Ford on the return. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40. The Browns send Jerome Ford ready to begin another drive. And get that big old marker out. Cross a major number off his roadmap after that last drive. He's reached one of the marks that every back strives to hit at some point during the season. The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Here's Ford running right. And that hit stops him in his tracks. They'll need 4 to convert now after no gain on 2nd down.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Extra man in the secondary for the Steelers. 3rd down coming up. He's back to throw. He has the first over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just as we've come up to the 2-minute warning. Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. This is Ford. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more. Now just 4 seconds after our 2-minute warning, we've got another pause. Timeout taken by the defense. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. To the ground with Ford. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Third and 10. Can this offense get it done? Setting up to pass. Complete beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. He goes to a knee as time winds down in this one.
This is situational football at its best. There's still some time left to bleed off the clock, but the really important thing here is you've got to bleed every second of that clock that you can.
2nd down. Probably going to see him kneel it again here. Here's a give to Ford. And he gets this forward to the 19. Give him 6 yards on the run, so it's going to be 3rd and 5.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
They drop to a knee, and what little time we have left here is going to tick down.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
Here's an important kick now for Dustin Hopkins. From 37 yards in the right hash. Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And they're going to grow their lead late, but still a one-score ball game. So the Browns will take this win home with them. And, partner, I know you took down plenty of division rivals in your NFL days. Heck, your conference opponents back in Washington in your college days always makes the win a little bit sweeter when it comes against a rival, doesn't it?
Yeah, there's just a little bit more emotion. There just is.
Yeah.
I mean, you try to keep every game level, and no opponent's bigger than the other, but familiarity does breed a little more contempt, and we could feel it today, and that's why that W is a little bit sweeter.
So for Brock Eward, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. It's a well-earned win for the Browns as we say so long from Pittsburgh.